There are always four sides to a story. Your side, their side, the truth, and what really happened. People in their natural state are basically good, but this natural innocence, however, is corrupted by the evils of society. Freedom is the power to choose our own chain. I prefer liberty with danger than peace with slavery. Insults are the arguments employed by those who are in the wrong. The freedom of mankind does not lie in the fact that can do what we want, but that we do not have to do that which we do not want. The money you have gives you freedom. The money you pursue enslaves you. Those people who treat politics and morality separately will never understand either of them. What wisdom can you find that is greater than kindness? We are reduced to asking others what we are. We never dare to ask ourselves. Supreme happiness consists in self-content. The falsification of history has done more to impede human development than any one thing known to mankind. By doing good, we become good. Why should we build our happiness on the opinions of others when we can find it in our own hearts? People who know little are usually great talkers, while men who know much say little. Once you teach people to say what they do not understand, it is easy enough to get them to say anything you like. Plants are shaped by cultivation and men by education. We are born weak. We need strength. We are born totally unprovided. We need aid. We are born stupid. We need judgment. Everything we do not have at our birth, and which we need when we are grown, is given us by education. Man is born free, and everywhere he is in chains. The world of reality has its limits. The world of imagination is boundless. Civilization is a hopeless race to discover remedies for the evils it produces. No one is happy unless he respects himself. Those that are most slow in making a promise are the most faithful in the performance of it. I have never believed that man's freedom consisted in doing what he wants, but rather in never doing what he does not want to do. The greatest braggarts are usually the biggest cowards. Do you not know that a child badly taught is farther from being wise than one not taught at all? Do not base your life on the judgments of others first, because they are as likely to be mistaken as you are, and further, because you cannot know that they are telling you their true thoughts. It is too difficult to think nobly when one thinks only of earning a living. There is no subjection so perfect as that which keeps the appearance of freedom. Temperance and labor are the two best physicians of man. Labor sharpens the appetite, and temperance prevents from indulging to excess. If there wasn't a God, we would have to invent one to keep people sane. Great men never make bad use of their superiority. They see it and feel it and are not less modest. The more they have, the more they know their own deficiencies. Teach by doing whenever you can, and only fall back upon words when doing it is out of the question. To be sane in a world of madman is in itself madness. Free people, remember this maxim. We may acquire liberty, but it is never recovered if it is once lost. The happiest is he who suffers least. The most miserable is he who enjoys least. Remorse sleeps during prosperity, but awakes bitter consciousness during adversity. Innocence is ashamed of nothing. Gratitude is a duty which ought to be paid, but which none have a right to expect. My liveliest delight was in having conquered myself. The person who has lived the most is not the one with the most years, but the one with the richest experiences. One can buy anything with money except morality. Girls must be thwarted early in life. People who know little are usually great talkers, while men who know much say little. It is plain that an ignorant person thinks everything he does know important, and he tells it to everybody. But a well-educated man is not so ready to display his learning. He would have too much to say, and he sees that there is much more to be said, so he holds his peace. Socrates dies with honor, surrounded by his disciples listening to the most tender words, the easiest death that one could wish to die. Jesus dies in pain, dishonor, mockery, the object of universal cursing, the most horrible death that one could fear. At the receipt of the cup of poison, Socrates blesses him who could not give it to him without tears. Jesus, while suffering the sharpest pains, prays for his most bitter enemies. If Socrates lived and died like a philosopher, Jesus lived and died like a god. We can never put ourselves in the shoes of children. We cannot fathom their thoughts. We lend them ours, and always following our own reasoning, we stuff their heads with extravagance and error.